Welcome to day 9, Love Your Spine. So we're going to give our spine some love today. And I thought that we might start with just a really short meditation, basically just bringing our awareness to the spine. So you might do this with your eyes closed, or maybe just setting your gaze down somewhere on the floor in front of you. And initially just becoming aware of the back of your body and your back. So from the back of the head down to the tailbone. Just a broad and general awareness of the back. And see if you can feel into your tailbone. And if you need to tilt and tuck the tailbone a few times just to get a sense of where it is in space, feel free to do that. And in your own time, in your own way, just begin to move your attention up through the spine, through the center, lower back, middle back, vertebra between the shoulder blades, and all the way up the back of the neck, the center of the neck, reaching tall out through the very top of your head. And feel and sense into the strength and stability of the spine. The spine as a pillar moving up through the center of the body. And we'll start our movements through the neck. So begin by bringing your chin down to your chest. As you inhale, bring your right ear over to your right shoulder, lift the chin up. And then as you exhale, left ear to left shoulder, and chin down to the chest again. Do that twice more. Keeping your awareness in the spine, particularly the moving parts in the neck. And then going back the opposite way for a total of 3 rotations. So breathing in to the left and up, and breathing out to the right and down. Aware of the neck and the movement of the upper vertebra, the cervical spine. Last time around. Bring the head up to neutral and bring your right hand down to the floor. As you breathe in, reach your left fingers right up. So getting some length in the back, and then as you exhale, leaning over to the right. Aware of the spine and the shape of the spine now as you lean to the right. One more breath in and out here. Then inhaling to come back up, exhaling, releasing left hand down, and other side, right arm reaching up toward the ceiling. Exhale, leaning over to the left. Keeping awareness through the back of the body. Inhaling, coming back to center, both hands to the floor for a moment, and then inhaling. Raise the arms up overhead, touch the palms. As you exhale, bring the left hand across to the right knee and the right hand to the floor behind you. If you feel like you've got a bit more length in your spine available, you can lift up again as you breathe in, and exhale, move into the twist, maybe even turning the head to look behind you. Feel the twisting of the spine. And coming forward, breathe in, raise the arms up overhead, palms touch, and then exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand to the floor behind. Maybe another breath in to lengthen and lift, and using your exhale to twist. So you might have noticed that anytime we're doing a big movement with the spine, whether it's a twist or a forward fold, I always cue an inhale to lift and lengthen, so that we're always moving the spine from a place of extension rather than compression. So we have that space between the vertebra. Coming forward now, breathing in, raise the arms up, and exhale, hands to the knees, and coming into a seated cat-cow. So breathe in, lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back, and breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, release the chin down to the chest, actively round through the back. Inhale, lifting up. Squeezing shoulder blades together, and then exhale, spread the shoulder blades as you round down. Take a couple more of these, moving at your own pace. And come back to center. Be still there for a moment. Take a breath. Reorienting your awareness to the spine. And now we'll shift forward to hands and knees. So from hands and knees, have the toes tucked under. Sit back to the heels for a moment. Lift the knees up off the floor, then begin to press your hips up and back. And in downward facing dog, the focus is more on the length in the spine than it is the length of the legs. So see if you can bring your awareness and your effort into creating a nice long spinal position and not worrying about having a deep bend in the knees to get there. Take your next inhale and shift your shoulders forward over your wrists. Exhale to release and hold position. Take another inhale here, and on the exhale, come down to the floor. Rest your forehead down and bring the backs of the hands to rest on your lower back. Maybe the thumbs come to touch and index fingers come to touch. Pressing the tops of the feet into the floor. As you take your next inhale, lift your right hand out to the right and forward as you lift your chest and your head. Then on the exhale, bring the right arm back to the lower back and turn your head to the left. Opposite side now, so left hand sweeps out and forward as you lift your chest. Turn your gaze to the center of the mat and then exhale, returning the hand to the back, turning the head to the right. I'm going to continue that a few more rounds. We're going to alternate the legs as well. So this time, as you move your right hand forward, lift your left leg up, lift your chest, and then exhale everything back down to the floor as you turn your head to the left. Left side, left hand forward, right leg lifts up. Exhale, release down, turn to the right. Last time, inhale, right hand forward, left leg lifts. So right thumb lifting toward the ceiling. Exhale, release and turn left. One more time, left side, breathing in. Left thumb sweeps forward and lifts up. Exhale, releasing down. Turn your head to the center, bring your hands to the floor. Press up and back into downward facing dog. Bring the big toes together. Breathe in, lift up onto the tips of your toes. As you breathe out, drop both heels over to the right and see if you can keep your shoulders even with each other. And then breathing in, up onto the tips of the toes. Breathing out, heels over to the right. And inhale again to the center. And then as you exhale, we're going to step, maybe even hop the feet to the backs of the wrists and sit down into Malasana. Bring the right hand down outside and front of the right foot, but keep your arm inside the knee. Inhale, reach your left fingers up. Hold here for a few breaths. Really reach through the tips of those fingers and open through the chest. Exhale, release down, change sides. Left hand to the floor, right fingers reaching up. Hold and breathe. If it's not comfortable for your neck to look up, then you can keep your gaze down. One more breath here. Release. Let's bring the tips of the fingers underneath the arches of the feet. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and as you exhale, lift your hips up, round your back, release your head down. Inhale, sitting back down, long through the spine. And exhale, hips lift, back rounds. One more of those. Inhale, sitting down. Exhale, rounding up. And hands to the floor. Bring the feet underneath the hips, parallel with each other. Slowly roll yourself up to standing. Over the next few breaths, coming all the way up. And then standing, bring your shoulders to stack over your hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, send your left hand forward and your right hand back so you're twisting through the spine, but also draw your right hip forward. A couple of breaths here. Inhale, reach up, turning to center, and exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. This time, left hip draws forward. Feel that twist through the spine. Inhale, reach up, lift the chest, little back bend, And then exhale, folding over the legs. Now bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, extend and lengthen forward, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here, and then exhale, bring the knees down to the floor, sit back onto the heels. Bring the hands to the lower back. So same position that we were in when we were lying on the front, backs of the hands to the sacrum. Inhale, reach up, reach your fingers to the floor, to the ceiling, tuck your toes under, and then exhale, sit to the heels, grab onto the heels, and bring the top of the head down toward the floor. So really rounding into the back. Take a couple of breaths here. And untuck the toes, sit onto the heels. Child's pose. The hands out in front. Breathe in and come up through tabletop and down onto your front. And then rolling over onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. If you'd like, you can rock up and down the spine a few times, or you might prefer to rock from side to side along the lower back. And bring the feet to the floor. Pause there for a moment, ground through the back of your body, awareness in the spine. And then take your legs long, coming into Shavasana, arms resting along the floor beside you. And just finishing up with a few rounds of something called spinal breathing, where we move our awareness with the breath up and down through the spine. So whether you're using your imagination, your intention, or your will, we work in the same way. So exhale all of your breath out, take your awareness to the base of the spine. As you breathe in, move your awareness up with the breath through the spine to the back of the head. And then as you exhale, move your awareness down to the lower back again, or to the tailbone. Do that a few more times. Inhaling, moving awareness up through the spine to the back of the head. Exhaling, releasing all the way back down again. One more time, deep breath in. And a long breath out. Feel the contact of your lower back with the floor. Use this as a point of anchoring and as a point of release. Allow everything to relax. All the muscles in place to support the position of the spine can also release their grip as the body is held by the floor. Stay here for a few more minutes. Give yourself time to recalibrate. And I'll see you tomorrow for our last day, day 10 of our 10-day challenge.